Alright, so this guy that I used to work with, I worked with him for years, like 8 years, no lie. Um, he goes, I see him, he was kind of a douchebag. I see him, and he goes, so what are you, a celebrity life coach now? And I said, you know, I'm a life coach. And he said, oh, I was on your website, it says celebrity life coach. And I said, all right, I work with some people, but, I usually try to stay away from that because I know the first question is, who do you work with? And I don't like to answer that question. I don't have insurance, patient confidentiality. I just talk to people on the phone when they need to talk. And most of the time it's for free. But I didn't get into all that. I was just throwing that out there because I mean that's how it is. So he's like, "Oh, you're not a name dropper." like, like this man really challenged me. Like, what? Like, and so I had to kind of get gully, but I did it in my nice way. You know what I mean? And so I started dropping names. I said, "Did you know that Figueroa was a distant family member? He was the chief of police when I got hired. His nephew was married to my cousin. Distant family member. We already stick together, but we put this with some other one. I didn't know this at that time. Kinda had my suspicions, but yeah, I'm like that's the chief of police, and I could just go down the list. Uh, Al Handy, captain. Under chief is deputy chief and captain. Al Handy, captain. Harry Leone, captain. McGriff, I'm pretty sure he was a captain at some point. Cassandra Smith, she's damn near my godmother. Y'all never heard me say nothing. Everybody who doesn't know these people, just these are all captains. In the police department with 450 cops, there's a chief, a deputy chief, and then captains, and it goes down with lieutenants from there. Lieutenants, like I said, McGriff was lieutenant at one point. Jefferson, Tyree Nobles. It goes on. I knew Ron Conley since I was 8 years old. Whit Wilson since I was 9 years old. I know these people. When I see them, we greet each other like family, no matter who we're in front of, except for the chief or like the mayor. No matter what cameras or whose office, I greet them like family. And you've never heard me brought up any of these names. Shit, Henry, Laughlin, yo, top dogs in the PD, known them forever. Romero, um, Kim, we can keep going. Freaking Pinheiro, Harry, the Watkins twins. We can keep going. Petrowitz from way back in the day. Miller, throwback. People that retired. Yo, I could, yo, those and everyone I named just now was either a lieutenant or captain. None of them were sergeants. So and I really laid it out to him just like that. And he really just looked at me, and I let it go. It was whatever happened after that. What happened, have a drink, chill. So, but what I woke up to, because that's what I wrote on the screen, because I literally woke up to the moment. Excuse me, what I woke up to was an exercise, a mental exercise that I came up with a long time ago. And let me tell you something. Since I started doing this reminders thing, I brought the watcher in more time than I have in the past month, in the past 2 days. I'm loving it. I'm coming up with some of my older exercises and adding them as reminders throughout the day, and I want to add them 100 times, but I only put them in there like 3 of them today. But this one was one of the things, old exercises that I loved that I don't get to do often, and it's the how they see me exercise. Obviously, this is custom to who you are. Please trust me, I am not bragging, but in the spirit of things, that's an entire police department that represented a county, Camden City, Camden County, and is now the Camden County Police. And I was viewed as that guy who was born into it. I knew all these captains when I was 8 years old. And I didn't just know them. I was the ball boy on their basketball team. As the basketball, and they won a championship, as the basketball team ran out on the field, I was carrying the ball and I was first in line. And as they did drills, I was passing them the ball. I did the clocks and the scoreboards, messed up a bunch of times, had everybody mad at me. I greet them like family when I see them. And so I thought of to myself, I said, if I saw a kid that knew all those top dogs since he was 8 and was family to them, he's kind of golden child in, and now he's a cop. Like wow, like I look at him a little bit differently than everyone else, you know, because of the situation he was born into. Has nothing to do. He hasn't spoken a word yet. No matter who he is, it's just you just have that. And I thought to myself, wow, do people really see me like that? I don't feel that way. I told you guys, I feel like a 24-year-old kid living in Camden, struggling to make ends meet. Literally, I don't know why in my chest that's how it goes down. That's how it goes down. So, in the efforts to try to change that, with all these mental exercises and all this other stuff that I be doing, it's like this how do they see me exercise is beautiful for that aspect, but you got other aspects of life besides that. It can't just be your one job that lasted 8 years and I've been here 38 years. And so I look deeper into other things, you know, and everybody's case is custom, but I'm a karate champion, a football champion. So athlete is mastered. I came first in every category in the PT run in my academy class for Camden, not for the whole academy, but just for Camden City, except the jogging. I tied the I tied the academy all-time record for pull-ups. Like athletically, I can feel good about that. How do they see me? The people I was in the academy with, how do they see me? And I know how they see me because I couldn't run, but I can do everything else. They thought I was skating. They thought I was holding back on the run and jogging with the middle people. No, I just could never run. That's why in high school track I did the pole vault. I could skip all the running and they let me get away with it as long as I won first place, which I won every time. And that when you think about high school, how did high school people see me? As I was just a normal dude to me. But no, captain of the football team, captain of the track team. In track, I won every meet before I even got there, except for Shawnee because his dad won the Olympics. Kid from Russia. And that was only my senior year. Like, yo, when I start to add all this stuff up, it paints a really beautiful picture. For me, everybody's custom, but this exercise is beast mode. And it's what I needed right now. Oh my gosh, with all these mental exercises and the way my mind's going and where it's taking me as opposed to where it took me last week, which was great, but it was nothing like this. This is I'm giddy. I'm kind of cold. You can hear my chest, bro. Like I'm shivering a little bit. But why is it so freaking cold? And oh, frick, I left the damn. I was taking in the midnight air, and I left the window cracked. I'm like, yo, it is really cold in here. Like my shit is shaking while I'm talking to you guys. Um, but I'm also giddy too. Like I'm like I just drank a coffee. I don't really drink coffee. Only if I drink alcohol. The next day I might have a coffee. But yeah. Oh my gosh, this exercise is going to be added somehow. I'm just gonna put how they see me on here. Matter of fact, I'll do it with you guys on the phone, even though you can't see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go into the schedule app. There's different folders. I have one folder called Remember to Remember because I got them in different colors, so they'll pop up in different colors on my phone as I swipe through them to invoke specific feelings. And I'll go here. I'll make another thing, not list, but another reminder called How They See Me. I'll set it to go off to remind me daily, every day, starting today at 4:45. I know that slot is open. PM. Repeat every fucking day. Why wouldn't I want to water that seed every day? I don't care where I'm at. It doesn't beep. My watch goes brr, brr. That's it. I come to it. I see 3 mental exercises. I do them. I try to do them when I get them because it plays out better that way. But I like this one. I'm actually gonna put 2. I'm gonna make it priority 2, which I try not to do the priorities too much because you just see a whole bunch of exclamation points everywhere. But this is definitely a top one because you're watering a seed of basically you having already accomplished what you wish to accomplish. We all want to be seen in a great light. we all want to be have people have confidence in us in different areas. And in order to see it, you have to see it before you do it. In order to see it, you have to see it. You can't just think it. If you think it, your ego's going to kick in and say that's not what they really think, because we all are our own worst critics. That's why you need to do stuff like this, to actually remind yourself while watering those seeds, while manifesting a situation where you're actually thinking that, like, wow, they really do look up to me. I might walk into a room full of kids, and like a family thing. Like, I'll walk into a room full of kids and say what's up. I'll tell a little joke, grab a soda, and leave. When they're in the basement chilling, with the pool table, you guys seen that whole section in that last video I did with the pool table and all that stuff back there. But it's like, now that I think about it, when I come in, they look up to me. I'm the cool cousin. I'm the guy that's on the internet doing all kind of stuff, flying places all the time, doing all the stuff, that living a life that everybody wants to live. I don't have to go to work, and I have another family member who doesn't have to work either. But I can assure you, he's not having as much fun as I am. And I'm talking like every second of the day. My hobbies are my children, which is everything. And while they're doing what they do, I do my other hobbies. I fly, I swim, talk to y'all. I love those things, and I can't swim right now. So let's keep talking. I love you guys, man. I just wanted to bring this exercise back out and just give it its what it deserves, which is recognition. Um, there's someone in your life that respects you, whether it's your child. It doesn't matter how mad they are or upset with you, or you're upset with them. You look at your parent, and if your parents suck, then I don't know what to tell you. Look at the parent that you want. Look at God as your parent. I don't know. Do whatever you got to do to know that that child is looking up to you and envies you and wants to be like you in certain areas. And you are killing it in certain areas. If you're putting food on the table, they know you're putting food on the table. That's good enough. And if that's all you got to hold on to, fucking tie a knot at the end of that rope and hold on to that bitch. Because as long as you feed them, you've done it. As long as they're breathing and eating, you've done it. You got something to hold on to. So hold on to it. And if you're good at, or got excelled at, or you got a promotion, or you even got a job, there's people who don't have a job that don't even know you but look up to you like, damn, this motherfucker got what I'm trying to get. Yeah. People might say it's grasping for straws, but yo, that straw is real. That straw is real. Pain is pain, is felt on a different level, but it's still pain. That straw is real on a different level than, you know, you can't compare my situation to, having a regular job. Obviously, I retired. I'm at the next step past that. So it's like, it doesn't make sense to try to, and that's not even on no bragging shit. But that's fucking common sense. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people would take it there. Negativity and all the other stuff. If you get rid of all the possibility of negativity, or drama or jealousy or anything like that, you'll see that it's all love. Where I come from is a place of love. I need you on this level, so I need you to follow the steps that I took to get here. I followed the steps that them other people took to get there, and it worked. Out of all the steps, I know that for a fact that in my life I've tried a million different type of get rich quick schemes growing up. The best one was real estate, but it bit me in the ass in the end, so I ain't fucking with it no more. I know we're all looking for that thing. And I know how bad we're all looking for it, because I was really looking for it. Hard as hell, obviously, because I found it. I found that way to retire. And because I know we're all looking for it, I gotta share it. I gotta give it to you guys. I gotta give you guys what I found. Whether you think it works or not, doesn't matter. I'm giving it to you. I love you, and I hope you use it. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Do your mental exercises. Stay positive. Set your alerts. I'm telling you, this is the best shit I ever had. And it's a flashlight. I always have flashlights with me. I always kill. Yeah. I got a million flashlights and a million bags. Those are my two things. And you could put a flashlight on this, and it's so bright and it's beautiful. And then you go like that, and it goes away. Oh, you don't have to turn your phone on and slide and click. I love it. I love you guys. I'm so happy. Ah, life is good. Amen to that shit. Peace.